Hey everyone, my name is NERFED. Today I'm going to be playing this new jailbreak update. As you can see, everyone knows about the sewer escape, the fixed trains, and the new jet wheel, but there's a lot of changes that I'm probably going to spend a lot of time going over because these large changes are very interesting. So, yes, without further ado, let's go ahead and just become a prisoner real quick and just like escape jail or something. So the first thing you'll probably see when you come over here is that the X is moved back over to this door, and this door over here, the wired fence, is back to normal. So this escape over here is like back to where it used to be. You explode the wall to get outside because people were just camping in the prison yard. This way, like, it's more balanced between the criminals and the cops. And so basically, with the wall exit, it's just like before. You can just like run through here, just like go to the very edge of the map. Just like that, easy peasy, we've escaped. And then we can go ahead and try doing the fence trick. So let's just go ahead and just jump. But you can see, like, sometimes, like, the fence trick will just take you back inside of the jail. And you have to, like, start over again as a prisoner. So basically, the jumping on a fence no longer works. You actually have to get a vehicle and escape the jail. Now, the next thing, obviously, is the sewer, which is right over here. And another thing I need to mention is that guilty zone farming is no longer a thing. So this area between these two buildings is no longer considered guilty. But the thing is, you're no longer considered guilty the second you step foot into this sewer system. So the sewer, I'm not sure if you can look at the map, but you can see right now I'm currently underneath the parking lot, and I can just like run this way. This one over here, it takes you to right in front of the tall building. And then if you just keep like running a little bit this way and you go over here, there is an escape thing right over here, just like that. So this ladder over here will lead you to like an area right over here next to the prison. And there's also another tunnel that will lead you to that area over there. Just go straight instead of turning, and it'll take you to like the area right next to this Camaro. So real quick, there is a train right over here, so we're gonna go ahead and just jump onto this train. I do remember Bad CC saying that the train will be a whole lot less laggy, so we're just gonna go ahead and just come over here and breach this vault and open up the door at the same time. And then we have to come over here, but you can see the train does like just slide around a little bit. And the sliding is much like less on a VIP server compared to a public server. And also in this train right now, as you can see, it is giving every like cash 100 cash every second instead of 50. I'm not sure why they even made it 50 last time. They probably like nerfed it way too much and like restored it. So the train will still teleport you out if you reach the end. So I'd recommend just like bailing out of the train around like right over here, just like that. I believe all the maximum monies for like the train and everything are still the same. Let me just go ahead and double check here of Asimo store. And a lot of you guys are saying there's like a new rim. So the new rim over here is 10,000 money. It's called a jet. I'm going to go ahead and make the wheel color maybe like white or chrome or something like that. So that it looks shiny and amazing, just like that. You can see, now you can like see a whole lot better. Like what happens is like they're fully transparent, these jet wheels. They look pretty cool. I'm gonna use the jet wheels until like further notice or something. Okay, so the bank and jewelry store I believe will still open up at like 4 PM on a public server. On a VIP server, I'm assuming like none of the robbery times have been changed. So I'm now gonna go ahead and just bring my alt account in here so I can like show you guys some new things regarding like the balance between the teams, because there are some very new things that have been added to here. I'm not gonna show like a bunch of Easter eggs and stuff because honestly, those Easter eggs you really like, they don't really do anything. They don't give you any speed boost, health boost, anything that's too beneficial. So I'm gonna go ahead, just come over here into the yard and get my alt account in here and show you all these new changes. And these, I feel like these are new what Bad CC considers small changes are actually fairly significant. So right now you can see my alt account over here. I'm going to go ahead and reset, and if you notice when I reset, there are no guns and no key cards. So one of the new key changes that Bad CC has added is that cops will no longer drop a key card whenever they oof themselves. So if you can see right over here, I'm going to go ahead and just jump on a fence, and you can see no key card, no pistol, no donuts, no nothing. It's just a bunch of body parts. And if you guys don't believe me, I'm going to go ahead and run back over here, and you can see there is nothing on the ground. So right now, if you're a police officer, you must be killed by another player in order to drop guns. But pickpocketing stuff will still work just like that. I can still grab a key card from police officers and like use some of these tools and stuff. Just like come in here. So pickpocketing is still fine. You can still grab a key card that way. And we can go ahead and just like shoot down a police officer, and you can see now in order to pick up the stuff you have to hold E and then like get the key card. Now the reason that Asimo did this, I believe, is because he's like saying that people spend too many times in VIP server just like grinding solo, and key cards were never meant to be used in like a solo method. So that's why he's just like no more like doing the key card stuff. So, and also this door over here in the yard actually works now instead of staying open, or You know, it actually will stay open. It just needs to be activated now instead of like it always is open. So I'm gonna go ahead. I don't know why any of these doors are like just still closed. I'm pretty sure it's because no police officers were in the game until like recently or some funny thing. And also a new thing is with the cells. There's a thing called inspecting drawers where like apparently what they have done is so that if it's not your cell, like I believe this one is my cell or something, you can see it's much faster. I can go ahead and store the rifle and take a rifle out. But if I go to a cell that isn't mine, I don't get the store option. So now you can only store stuff in your own drawer, like you can see right here, store stuff, store keycard, store shotgun, store pistol, but you can't do it in any of the other cells. So I'm assuming this no storing things is because of police officers, especially those using like the solo grabbing keycard thing. They were just grabbing the keycard, putting it in the drawer, switching teams, and then grabbing it solo. But in order to grind on a VIP server now, all you need to do is just run Windows 10 Roblox, as you can see right over here. Like, it's just like the same, it's basically Roblox, but it's on the Windows 10 source, and it allows you to run 2 games of Roblox on one computer, and you can just grind like this. You can just come in here with an alt and just like grab the key card, put the key card into the drawer and stuff like that. So right now you can see that I'm currently inside of the guilty zone, or the formerly known guilty zone, and just to prove it to you that guilty zone is no longer a thing, well, first of all, I'm gonna need to be a prisoner again. So I'm gonna go ahead and just like lose all my key cards and everything, and real quick just switch team and go back to the guilty zone. So now you can see right here my player is 100% innocent, and I'm gonna go ahead and show you my alt right over here. And I have my handcuffs on. I'm gonna go ahead and arrest, and you can see player is innocent, so no more guilty zone farming. I mean, guilty zone farming was really amazing while it was left. You could get like a lot of money, especially if you were in like a server with a bunch of players that don't know exactly what they were doing. So yeah, rip the guilty zone. And now I also want to try another feature. I want to see when exactly you are considered guilty in a sewer. So right now, I am still touching the ladder. I'm going to go ahead and just like come down here as a police officer. So right now you can see I'm over here. I'm going to go ahead and see if I can arrest. Okay, so right now it is still considered innocent while I am on the ladder. I'm not sure if you can see right over here. It thought I was innocent for a second. So now I'm going to go ahead and move my main account to like touching the sewer right underneath over here. And I'm just going to use the taser to do the guilty test. And okay, so right underneath here it's still considered. And now you can see on the mini-map that I am now officially inside of a guilty zone. So I'm now going to come over here and try tasing again right over here if the thing would actually work. So you can see right now the same places I am considered normally guilty. It doesn't matter if I'm above ground or underground, I'm still going to be considered guilty. So you can see, like, I can go, like, right over here to the edge of the guilty zone, which is, like, about this area right over here. So basically, if you are, like, anywhere around, like, this area over here, like the white area you can see on my mini-map, so this area and beyond is going to be considered guilty. This used to be, like, not considered guilty, but, like, now, after a quick hotfix, anything underground, above ground, it doesn't matter, as long as you're, like, beyond a certain point, you will be considered guilty. And also you can see over here, this is one of the escapes for the sewer. It takes you to right in front of the toll booth. I'm not sure if I showed you this earlier, but I might as well show you it again. If you go through this tunnel is the one I escaped in the very beginning. You go to like the very end. This over here is the dead end, and this one at the very straight end of the tunnel. This one over here you can see on the mini-map is the vent over here. That is next to the Camaro spawn. So you can see right over here, I cannot go in unless like I use that one over there or the one that was in the jail. And I guess I'll go ahead and wrap up this quick update preview. So real quick recap, in order to grind on a VIP server now and you want a keycard, you must get an alt account by going on like on another computer or running the Windows 10 Roblox if you have Windows 10, so that you can grab an alt and grab a keycard. You can no longer get keycards solo. Sewer escape is pretty amazing. You're still considered guilty. Like right when you pass this door over here, like whenever part of it is underground, if you pass this area underground, you're still considered guilty. You can only place things in your own cells. Police officers cannot place anything in their cells anymore. No more like criminals with handcuffs, criminals with tasers and stuff like that, you know? So there's like a whole bunch like more of the list. As it continues and more like glitches, bugs, and new things are discovered, then more videos will be released about those things specifically. But if you guys enjoyed this, be sure to press like, comment, subscribe, and I will see you guys next time.